Marilyn Monroe's legacy will be immortalized via an NFT auction. GameStop is building an NFT platform on Ethereum. And just when you think you're done hearing about Tiger King, Joe Exotic is launching his own cryptocurrency. The Binance NFT marketplace is on its way. 1 million Yoshi coin NFTs were airdropped into Wax wallets. And in the continuing saga of Charlie Bit Me, we've got news for the third week straight. If the NFT world were viewed in terms of the ages of man, we'd be somewhere in the mesolithic age. Not sure what that means? Well, study up on your archaeology as we welcome you to our Nifty News, episode number 62 of the Nifty Show.
Looking into the future, what do we see? It's lined with digital collectibles, we call them NFTs. Games, trading cards, digital art, and those crypto kitties. Travis and Joel are the hosts, you'll know. Travis and Joel say this won't blow. They're locked and loaded, so ready, set, go! It's the Nifty, really kind of spiffy. The Nifty Show.
It is Nifty Show number 62, the Nifty News edition, where we cover the news that's nifty. I am Joel Comm. And you're not.
And I am not.
And you are not paying attention.
Travis Wright. Wait, so this is episode number 69.
62.
It's not? Oh,
60,
it's not.
62.
62. Okay. I'll get to be able to use that joke for a few more episodes then.
Yeah. Well, you could use it afterwards as well. We can get to episode 70.
Every episode is episode 69.
That's because, Travis, you are stuck in the Paleolithic period.
Me og, me caveman, like fire, eat brontosaurus.
Nom, 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 nom. So, of course, the Mesolithic period, very early, just after the Paleolithic period, before the Neolithic period, the Bronze Age, the Iron Age, Antiquity, the Middle Ages, early modern period, late modern period, Amerindian, colonial, and that's kind of where we are still, really, is the colonial period. So it's all that to say,
we got to be in the technological era or something now.
It's very early in the NFT world, and we're glad that you guys are here as we cover this space and talk about all of the things that we find particularly interesting in the NFT world, along with visuals for those of you who like to watch on the YouTubes or library.tv. We actually show pretty pictures. If you get past looking at our faces, the show is really good.
Yeah, sometimes we do the news with things you can view. Other times we're like, meh, we don't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So when you wonder, you go on YouTube and you're like, oh, where's episode number, say, 60 of the news? Did we put that on there? Maybe we did. I think 58 we didn't. So sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Depends on where we are in the world and how Joel's hair looks.
Absolutely. It's getting longer. I'm going full savage with my hair on my head and my facial hair. I am now, I think this is the longest my beard has ever been, and I'm not stopping. I don't know why.
Are you going to go full on Santa?
I don't know. I mean, it's getting grayer. Right now, I'm going to go on full on coingecko.com and timestamp this episode. Travis Wright is my guest today for June 1st, 2021, 2:21 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And if you go to CoinGecko and click the NFT tab and go to coins, you will see the market cap. Theta still number one at 768. Engine Coin, Chili's, Decentraland, Bakery Swap, Flow, Ecomi, Axie Infinity, Alien Worlds, and Wax is now currently number 10.
Nice. So check this out. So if you're looking at the last 7 days, here's a couple of coins that I've never heard of, and one coin that has been in my bag since the beginning of my bag. Super Bid is up there. It's up 210% this week, which is now has a 51% $51 million market cap. Mural, M-U-R-A-L-L, Paint, that is up 109%, up to about almost 12 million market cap. Block V. Now I've had Block V. At one point, my bag in Block V was worth about $150,000, $200,000. And if you look at its chart, that was in 2017, 2018. Well, Block V was one of the very first companies to do NFTs, but they were calling them V Atoms. VATOMS. They really should stop calling them VATOMs and call them what the hell they are, NFTs. And then, because they've been building this thing for a long time, but they just haven't gone anywhere. And it has been a long, long road for Block V in the road to shit town.
Yeah,
at least
well,
in my portfolio.
You know, they had a good week. It's not even show. There we go, showing up on the charts here. I'm curious when this started its move upward here. I'm going back to mid 2020 now. It looks like it was stable around 0.002 cents for a while, and then it did almost to a penny. So big times ahead there for Sir Lord Travis Wright and his fee.
January 15th, 2018. I think there was a super glitch that happened that made the price be worth $390,000 when it actually should have been 39 cents.
Woohoo! I'm rich. No, I'm not.
You know how rich I was in that moment when it was worth 390,000.
Were you a billionaire?
That's a total volume of $541 billion that day, I guess, on that particular coin.
Oh, Travis, in your market cap. So this one popped up. Guess who is who's back in the news here? Yep, Joe Exotic from prison, I suppose. He's back in the news, and he's launching his own cryptocurrency. He's launched it. It's called T-King, and he's going to be selling NFTs to help settle legal fees soon. And meanwhile, that bitch Carol Baskin launched her own cryptocurrency, Cat.
Yeah, we talked about that a few weeks back where she had launched Cat, I believe, on the Rally Network. So her token is over there. I want to know this because T-King is 5 characters and Tiger is also 5 characters. So why did he just get Tiger?
That's good.
And how in the hell is he able to do a crypto from jail?
Well, I'm sure that he's got people that are working with him, right? You've got support and legal and all that. He's going to use the proceeds to pay his lawyers and rescue more tigers. He should be rescuing himself.
My official Tiger King coins will help me fix children's smiles and faces, fight justice and prison reform, and save animals in the wild, and kill Carol Baskins. Visit tigerking.org.
The developer said they burned 35% of the coin's total supply, but they actually sent it to Vitalik's wallet. Vitalik is the king of shit coins now. I mean, dude has got to have that wallet. Would be fun to look at, right? It shouldn't be hard to find what that wallet is. And that would be super fun to take a look at it and see what else is in there.
Buterin has said, developers, please do not do this. It reminds me of that one shit token, test token. Do not buy this token. And they're like, please do not send me any more shit coins. And then everybody's sending them shit coins. It's like, It's that Streisand effect. You can't tell somebody to not do something because everybody's a smart ass and we're going to do it anyway.
Why is it called the Streisand effect?
Oh, you don't know why it's called the Streisand effect?
That's why I'm asking you.
Because Barbara Streisand had her address on the internet one time and a picture of her home on the internet. She tried to get it taken off of the internet. And so everybody just posted her picture of wherever she is, wherever she lived. It's like she asked the internet to take stuff off the internet and it did the exact opposite.
Yeah, you can't tell the internet what to do. The internet's going to do what the internet wants to do. People.
If you actually type in Streisand effect is the very first thing that pops up. It is a social phenomenon that occurs when an attempt to hide, remove, or censor information has the unintended consequence of further publicizing that information, often via the internet. It is named after Barbara Streisand, who attempted to suppress the California Coastal Records Project photograph of her residence in Malibu, California. So actually on Wikipedia, her place that she wanted to hide is the thing. She tried to suppress it all the way back in 2003.
Well, I say whatever you guys do not send NFTs to pfkpw.wham. Don't do it. That is my Wax wallet address. I do not want anybody sending NFTs to pfkpw.wham. If you send NFTs to pfkpw.wham, I'm going to get really pissed off. So stay away from pfkpw.wham. Do not send NFTs there.
Yeah, or exnaq.wham, because that one does not like NFTs at all. exnaq.wham.
Streisand that bitch. That's all right. Moving right along. The Winklevoss are in the news. The twins have released a NFT for charity. This is kind of cool. They got laser eyes on this picture right here.
Got laser eyes.
It's going to be on the Eternity chain. They're calling the project groundbreaking. I don't know what ground it's breaking, other than this is their first initial NFT from the Winklevoss twins. I would like to know what is groundbreaking about this. Somebody tell me. It's cool, right? There you go. It's cool.
These are
it's got
legendary crypto people. These are crypto legends is the thing that they've done. So,
well, that's never been done before.
Nobody's ever done anything.
Nobody's ever done anything that commemorates the people in crypto before. Blockchain heroes. Nobody's ever created, the likeness of the Winklevoss on an NFT before. Repeat. So anyway, they are cool looking, and I like having fun NFTs in my wallet, and this is fun. I don't think I would pay $1,000 for one of these. There's 50 of them ever, so I don't know.
I'm curious why number 6 mint is 50 ETH. Number 12 mint, they think they're going to get 500 ETH, and then Eternity is selling all these other ones for just 0.4 ETH.
Well, I mean, somebody bought these, so this is a secondary market sale for both of these. They bought them, and now they're trying to resell them. While numbers 14 through, I would guess, mostly up to 50, 21 is probably gone. I know that'll break your heart. Oh, it's not, Travis. There you go. You can get.
Oh yeah, it is. Somebody already bought it.
Oh, some Johnny NFT bought it. Now he's selling it for 300. Earn. I guess that's the Eternity token right there. Earn. Yeah.
Yep. I was going to think about snagging number 21, but since somebody already snagged it, I guess I don't want one of these.
Somebody snagglepussed. I'm assuming that they're donating. Yes, 90% of the profits go to Row New York, a New York City-based nonprofit organization committed to expanding accessibility to rowing throughout the New York City area. Yeah, they were Harvard guys, right? And they were on the rowing team and all that. And there's a lot of problems in the world, friends. I mean, there's starvation. There's people dying because they don't have clean water. There's child trafficking going on. But at least we know that rowing in New York is supported. So good on you.
When I talk about the Winklevoss twins up there in Harvard, you got to park the car in the Harvard yard, and you got to support these rowers up there because not enough people rowing out there.
Not trying to be judgmental, trying to be funny. People, you need to support whatever it is you need to support. And certainly the rowers of New York City are in great need.
Rowing is one hell of an exercise.
It is. Absolutely. I mean, the upper body strength and the legs, because you've got
super pecs. You got like super pecs and super back muscles, man. Chicks
super pecs.
Dun, dun, dun.
I got subpar pecs. I got
sit at the computer all day pecs.
I'm like working on my moves,
I need a man's ear. That's what I'm trying to say.
From moves to boobs, here's a transition to Marilyn Monroe. Her legacy is to be eternalized via an NFT artwork auction. This title of this set is the Marilyn Monroe Metamorphosis. It's a metamorphosis.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot more of this. I mean, they're starting to see some brands that of deceased celebrities. We've not seen a big Elvis one yet. We have seen a Three Stooges one that did not do so well. But Marilyn Monroe, she's timeless. So we'll see what happens on this.
What do you mean my NFTs didn't do well?
My NFT, huh?
Why I oughta. So this collection is artwork by other artists. So it comes out, I guess, actually today. Let me play this video here. Let's just take a look at it without the volume, because we don't want to offend any of the copyright people, like the dirtbags at Twitter who took down the Bad Crypto Podcast account for some stupid BS DCMA. It's fun to take down at the DCMA or whatever it is, DMCA, DCMA. Apparently, we posted multiple times a video from a third party who allegedly had used copyright material. in it from a song, and they allegedly sent us warnings, of which I never saw a single one. Thank you, junk filter. And so the Bad Crypto Podcast account was taken down, even though they took the tweets down. Like, all right, you took the tweets down, so sorry.
You know what's so bogus about that shit, though, Joel? I mean, even it's bogus. They took us down. But how many assholes post shit of copywritten music on Instagram all day long and on TikTok all day long?
Yeah.
This was on a promotional video that we didn't even create a year and a half ago. Like, that's just unbelievable.
Yeah. So we started another account. Like, you're going to keep somebody off of Twitter, right? Your account is dead. We had like 20,000 followers on it. Not a big deal, but we started a new one. If you want to follow us there, it's at Bad Crypto Pod. The old one was at Bad Crypto. The new one is at Bad Crypto Pod. Follow us there and you will become sexier. Promise. And
I set up another one too called at Fuck Twitter. Different one.
So
Fuck Twitter. It's my favorite one. Let's just go ahead and follow that one.
2 weeks ago on the show, we talked about the impending sale of the Charlie Bitme NFT. And allegedly, whoever bought this NFT would own the only copy of it. The YouTube creator were going to take down the video off of YouTube after having, I don't know how many numbers of views. Last week, we reported that the NFT version sold for $761,000. Well, this week, the father of Charlie, Howard Davies Carr, now says the clip will stay up on the video platform after its NFT version sold for $761,000. So the buyer ended up deciding to keep the video.
Apparently what happened is,
Go ahead, say more words.
Yeah, buyer said just keep it up there. Yeah, but think about this. Like, what? I mean, they make a good point in here. They say the last minute switcheroo will just encourage even more ridiculous stunts to get coverage and buyers for their NFTs, only to not validate them. So to me, that's bullshit. You said you were going to take it off YouTube and it was going to be gone because you bought the NFT. Well, then take it off YouTube and then let the buyer re-upload it on his profile if he wants, because he owns it.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess it's up to the buyer. If the family offered to delete it and the buyer said, no, I don't want you to, it's his to decide to leave it. I don't have a problem with that. How does that change anything about the why does that make it a stunt? Right? If the buyer it says leave it up.
Well, think about other people might do a stunt. Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out where
it says if you say you're going to do something.
The only downside is for the buyer.
Ridiculous stunt, but it's a bait and switch. NFT is so hot right now, as you know. Here's an article on Hype Beast. Rich B Caliente, which means muy hot, very hot, hace mucho calor. And Rick Ross, they painted this Porsche 911. And not only did they paint it, Joel, but they also made it an NFT.
As you should. So the website for it is richbcaliente.com. And you can take a look at it right here. This thing is apparently up for sale on June the 4th. This is the first of a series of newly created luxury artwork as minted high-end art. So how are they selling this? It's a sale that's open to bidding from June 4th through the 14th. And you can go check this out and buy yourself a Porsche NFT.
Yeah, so if you don't know who Rich Caliente is, Rich B Caliente, not to be confused with Rich G Caliente or any of the other Rich Calientes.
That guy's a dick. The Rich G Caliente? No, you don't, like, stay away from him. That dude owes me money.
Yeah, Rich L Caliente, he's shady. But Rich B, he's good. He has established himself as one of the most highly sought after automotive designers in the industry. They say he's worked with superstars in the NFL, NBA, and the hip hop world. And some of his stuff is on Miami's most luxurious pieces of rolling art. So it would tell me that if he's auctioning this thing off on June 4th, they're probably doing it at the Bitcoin conference down there, right?
Yeah, we think so. I mean, these pictures, this is amazing, a work of art on this car. I'm a big fan of color splashes. If you're going to be abstract, make it bright and colorful. That's my jam, right?
Okay.
And so this is bright and colorful. Talk about getting attention, right? You drive this thing down the road and nobody ignores this. Everybody's like, oh, look at the car. Look at the car. Look.
You're like, what? No big deal. It's just a Rich B. Caliente, Rick Ross collab jam. No big deal. It's cool. Totally cool.
Yeah,
it's an
guys,
NFT also, but it's no big deal.
These guys do this all the time.
I'm just trying to keep it low key.
So do you remember, of course you do, a few years ago during the ICO season on Bad Crypto, one of the most notable projects we ever talked about was called Ehotech. Remember that one?
Ehotech. Oh yeah, I recall Ehotech. That was one of the most innovative projects I've ever heard anyone ever have. It was essentially a Fitbit for horses on their saddle.
And but so it died the death it deserved to, right? Because it was just a bad idea. But we have talked in the past how turning horses into NFTs that you would own and then race would be a really interesting idea. And apparently there is now a horse racing game called Zed Run that is doing really well. People are doing exactly this. They're owning horses as NFTs that they can buy, breed, and race. And it's really taken off.
I remember I think we talked to those guys. I think I have a couple of those Zed horses, if I'm not mistaken.
You might have a Zed horse. I don't know.
Remember we talked to them. We said how cool it would be if they had not only Zed horses, but also had unicorns.
Mm-hmm. I do remember we did talk to them. I don't know if they did unicorns or not. What is the official site for it? I'm looking here on this Decrypt article for an actual link. I don't understand. I mean, you got a link to Decentraland. Do I got to go all the way to the bottom of this article to find a link to it? Or did I miss it at the top?
I didn't see it at all. I just Googled in Zed. It's Zed.run.
All right. Let's just go directly there and take a look at the horsies.
I remember we had this conversation with them, and then yep, I do recall we were chatting with Chris Pulley on it, and we're gonna work out a deal. I said, get us a couple of these horses, and we can get the conversation going. And then we never got any horses, so I guess we didn't ever get any conversation going.
Never got the horses. So, but we're covering you guys right now, so you're welcome. Oh, this is funny because I just logged in, and I will share the screen so you could see. But apparently, we did talk to these guys because I created a stable called the Bad Crypto Downs that has 0 thoroughbreds in it. So
you got no horses.
I got nothing. I got no horses. I got nothing. Thanks, Zed, for no horses. But apparently it's a big hit.
That's dead, baby.
It's dead. It's a hit. And I love to see it. I love to see this type of innovation going on, and really horse racing. You know, breeding these horses and racing them is like a next generation of crypto kitties, right? The kitties, they're cute, and you can breed them and you get a new kitty, but you can't really do anything with them. This reminds us
of the crypto piggies. Remember the crypto piggies we were talking about to those guys, the crypto piggy racing?
Mm-hmm.
It was a Japanese thing. We were like, dude, you guys should do horse racing, and they're like, nah, we want to race pigs. Like, yeah, pigs are stupid, and I mean they're smart. Real pigs are smart, but racing pigs is stupid. You don't actually have real pig racing. But horse racing would be awesome. And they didn't like that idea. And then Zed came along and knocked it out. So good job on that.
Bacon is smart. Pigs are smart. Bacon is smart. And GameStop is smart because they are now building an NFT platform. Maybe not too smart because they're building it on Ethereum. And I don't, close sponsor window. I don't understand when there's so many alternatives. Why would you choose Ethereum unless you're planning on doing really high dollar stuff? And I can't imagine if it's GameStop that you got to be able to make NFTs accessible to the average gamer that might not be rolling in dough.
Yeah, it's a problem, and at least put it on Matic, or, Polygon or something, so those gas fees aren't so ridiculous. They're spending a whole lot of money on this, and yeah, want to be able to race them. I do think that Ethereum is a bad choice as well. There's so many different other ones that you could use that would be better in the long term, but there it is. It's going, doing what it does for now.
NFT.GameStop.com. Change the game. There you go. Power to the players, power to the creators, power to the collectors. We're building a team. So if you want to work for them, NFT team at GameStop.com. And there is the Ethereum wallet address right there. Let's see if there's anything in that address. Let's go to etherscan.io. And I'm just going to paste in their Ethereum address. And there is the Hodge Finance has 197,000 tokens in there, and then they've got 1,000 or a million Shiba Inu tokens that are worth $9, and a bunch of other shit coins in here. One Crypto Kitty and one Gods Unchained, but I don't see any Ethereum. I guess there's been some failed transactions.
They're still building the team, Joel. They don't know how the whole Ethereum thing works yet.
They're figuring it out.
Yeah.
I love the transparency of blockchain. Like you just go poke around in any wallet and see what's going on in here. That's why we need to, somebody out there, find us the wallet for Vitalik, like, cause we're too lazy to DuckDuckGo it ourselves.
Yeah, I probably
usually
Google that shit right now and probably pull it up.
Usually we DuckDuckGo so you don't have to, but we don't have to. So, you know, what we want to know.
I don't actually ever Google, but I still call it Google because it's like a Kleenex is a Kleenex, right?
Right. Then, it's not a Kleenex, it's a Puffs. Let's go to VentureBeat, a publication that we've written for and used to do a podcast along with them, Sir Lord Travis. Blockchain and NFTs are turning gamers into investors. What is this? Are these actual packs of something, or are these is this just an image to represent what NFT gaming is all about?
LOC rare. These have to be a real version of something. But look, there's 500 of those packs. There's 250 of the limited packs. Why would they put up one that has no value at all? But basically, this article here is just a kind of a mainstream article that's teaching you guys about NFTs. But those of you who are, listening to this podcast, you know what the hell NFTs are because you listen to that podcast. Those images, Joel, down at the bottom, it says it is based on locgame.io.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look there in a moment. I want to note here that we just interviewed Robbie Young from the CEO of Animoca, and this is an interview that's going to be coming out on the Bad Crypto podcast very soon, I think within the next 2 weeks. And in this article is quoted Yatsu, the chairman and creator of Animoca Brands, and he says the gaming industry's move into NFTs and blockchain represent a seismic shift in the concept of digital ownership. Gamers no longer want to miss out on potentially lucrative opportunities the technology offers. Listen, I'm going to stick by this, Travis. I feel like I've seen this movie before. I remember following the gaming industry, and I remember walking into a game store, a computer store years ago. It was called Soft Warehouse in Dallas, Texas. Those of you in Dallas that are OGs, it was before they became, what was the the chain that everything became, and then they went out of business. CompUSA. So Soft Warehouse got bought.
Soft Warehouse somewhere.
Well, it was in Dallas. It was like that was their flagship store, and you would walk in and you would go to the back wall where they had all the games. And it's when they made games on floppy disk and put them in the big boxes that had maps and all kinds of things in them, and it took up this whole wall. And there was dozens of publishers. And then, of course, consolidation happened. And they stopped making the big boxes with the cool things. They put them in little boxes with CDs, and then they got rid of those completely for the most part. And you just download stuff digitally. It's like when they got rid of LPs. That's why I'm glad albums are back, because you cannot replace vinyl with a CD or a digital download. And there was something about these old games. Anyway, there was dozens of publishers. Now there's only a few that are really big. You got Epic Mega Games, you got Blizzard Activision, and a handful of others that are making for PC and other platforms. And when I look at Animoca, I see the roots of a Blizzard Activision or an Epic Mega Games. I see a giant in the making, and that's why we pay close attention to everything that they do. And we're pretty excited because our blockchain heroes absolutely clobbered it in this app, Travis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we have some big plans around the IP, which is interesting when you look at that link, locgame.io. Oh, there we are right there. What is that?
This is on the front page right now. This is on the front page of Quid at this moment. Get them while you can. Final week of Series 1 drops. And you can see it. So we did 5 weeks of these. And what's really interesting to me is when you go into the, how do I pull this down? Here we go. When you go to the marketplace and you look at top sales, we are right now out of the top 10 at this moment, number 3 and number 10 are one of our cards. I don't think people understand what's going to happen when these mintable cards are able to go to wax, like this everlasting card right here that I'm showing you. This is a legendary mintable. There's people selling some of these for $5-6, and these are extremely rare. This is not financial advice.
Get them all you can in the final week of Series 1 drop. So cool.
There will be a Series 2 and a Series 3 as well. The guys over there at Quid, like us, we like them. Everybody's happy. So fun stuff. Sir Lord Travis, other things are happening in the NFT world, and this one coming from the sports arena. Of course, everybody is familiar, if you're in tune with history at all, with Lou Gehrig's final speech. Pride of the Yankees commemorated it in the film, and he considered himself the luckiest man alive, even though he was dying of what is now known as Lou Gehrig's disease. Well, this new company
today. I consider myself the luckiest man in the world.
Pinch hitting for Pedro Borbon, Manny Mota. So those from the 70s would recognize that airplane reference. So Candy Digital is a partnership that includes the MLB. And this is being launched by the executive chairman of Fanatics and part owner of the Philadelphia 76ers, Michael Rubin, the founder and CEO of Galaxy Digital, Mike Novogratz, and Gary V. So these guys are jumping in with both feet, and they're starting by offering this one-of-one of Lou Gehrig's luckiest man speech. It will come out on July 4th, 2021, and proceeds from the sale will support ALS charities. So there you go. Gary V is
so
going
iconic.
deeper.
Like that video footage of him, beautiful.
And you can own it. You can own it.
I could own it. There's only one of them. I want there to be more than one.
There's
you know what? They should have been. I think he was number 6. There should be 6 of them because I think he was number 6.
Oh, well. Call Gary and tell him you need to win 6 of those. Come on. Trav, we're big fans of wax, but we are chain agnostic in many respects. And the Binance NFT marketplace is something we are paying close attention to. Look, everything that CZ touches has pretty much succeeded. If you look at PancakeSwap, if you look at the Binance Smart Chain, they're getting into NFTs now, and they are going to attract artists, celebrities, and athletes on this thing. I think that the Binance Smart Chain is a great alternative to Ethereum for using, BEP20 tokens. Although, what are they on? BEP is a token. What is an NFT token on the Binance chain? What is the protocol? Do you know?
Well, they have BEP 20 tokens, but I don't know. They're probably going to have a BEP 721 would be my guess.
What does this say, Trav? Read this right here. You read that? Read me a little Russian. It's on the screen in front of your face.
I don't even see that. Where is that?
On the screen in front of your face.
Are we doing the Beeple page?
No.
No, I know that. I'm trying to look at the one on my screen so I can see exactly what it is. Okay, hold on. Because I don't have that. I have that micro device. It says Znamenity Storit Art Hudajnik Muja Most
I think it says stay tuned for my collab release on the new NFT platform from Binance.
Yeah.
I just read the translation right here. So
Okay.
I think it's going to be a big deal, Travis. I think anybody who's not paying attention to what CZ and Binance are doing with NFTs is going to miss out on some really big opportunity. That's what I think.
And I was actually looking at I'm going to link to the Binance.com post as well. That's the one that I was actually looking at. I was looking at the Binance post, so I didn't see where you were. I was like, I don't see this on the article that I'm looking at. So there we go. I got that in the show notes as well. I guess it's nifty.show/62.
Yeah, that's exactly what it will be. So for those that are holding coins in the Wax tokens, NFTs in your Wax wallet, whether it's a cloud wallet or anything else, you may have received an airdrop this last week of something that looks like this from Yoshi Drops, the Yoshi Coin Genesis Edition. In fact, 1 million of these were dropped into wallets that were holding different coins here. And I was not shocked or surprised to discover that Blue is part of this deal here. This dude has been pioneering the way for NFTs on Wax, and this is about powering up the music industry. It says on it, this coin is the Genesis NFT for a project that will revolutionize the music industry. It will change how artists and fans interact by creating a win-win-win for all. Yoshi Coin Genesis hodlers may receive random NFT airdrops to their wallets and are eligible to mine Upliftium in the Uplift world. And of course, part of what they're doing here is pointing out how green NFTs on Wax are, and they're also trying to make a difference for the musicians, musical world. And so Yoshi Drops is it. I bet you've got some of these in your wallet, Trev. You probably, if you haven't looked, you just don't know.
I saw a whole bunch of them, but I had no idea what they were from.
Yeah. So this is the website, yoshidrops.com. And you kind of see like this is an NFT, a record. They're going to be releasing digital vinyl. Now, this is not related to bandroyalty.com, which, by the way, you can still go to bandroyalty.com and see if any of the music royalty rights NFTs are available. But look how beautiful these are. Everything Blue touches as well is just
beautiful.
Top drawer. Just the coolest stuff, pioneering. Yep. So check your wallet if you've got a Wax wallet.
By the way, folks, Blue is the one who will be doing the artwork for the June 21st drop of Bitcoin Elite. So this will be the main 21 of 21 piece. And then there'll also be a 1 of 1 that will be auctioned off. And this month, he is going to actually be the one who does the really cool Bitcoin drops. So the each month, when you've seen leading up to the 21st of each month, we do a drop. And you'll see that Blue is the one next month.
The artist inspiring the Yoshi Drops project is Yoshi Kondo, a musician and engineer who has worked with many of the top international superstars you know and love. I don't know if you know them, but you're probably going to love them. What I really like about this is if you are a visual artist or a musician, they're inviting people to participate. So go to yoshidrops.com if you're either an artist, a visual artist, or a musician, and see how you can get involved. I think, like I said, everything that Blue touches has been really amazing. So there you go.
Turns to silver. Everything that Animoca touches turns to gold. Everything Travis touches turns to stone.
Everything turns to stoned. Turns to stoned. Yeah. Yeah. Remember Harambe, Travis? Remember Harambe?
I do. Gorilla? Harambe, it was a gorilla in, I believe it was the Cincinnati Zoo, I believe, shot dead in 2016 after he grabbed and dragged a 3-year-old boy that fell in the enclosure. And that was a lot of drama that happened.
Yeah. So I hate when you go to a web page and it starts playing a movie trailer in your face right away for Jungle Cruise. Not interested. Anyway, this is an NFT that they are going to, I guess, auction. It's a thing that the photographer who documented Harambe's life shot the day he met Harambe when the gorilla was first put on his zoo exhibit. So I think they're, hoping that on the tail of these other meme NFTs and such, that this one will sell for a whole bunch. So go Harambe, full gorilla. Finally, Travis discovered this site here, wax.guide. This is these guys are updating this really regularly. Go bookmark it. I'm finding more sites that are covering the wax space and putting out their NFTs that are launching. Did you see these, Trav? The Hodl God Dark Country collab. This was super cool.
I didn't see about it until after you told me that you bought them.
Yeah, well, you missed it.
They look cool though.
They are cool. They're animated. Some of them are animated. The sale's over, so if you missed it, you missed it.
It would be nice if we could be like at the end of the show, we could be like, hey, here are all the cool ones that are coming up next week. So it looks like Pagan God Skeleton Drop is one that's coming up in the next week. But that's all we know. That would be awesome if we had a list of them that were upcoming, or if Wax actually had them located in some place.
They do. And if you were keeping track of things, you would know that they release every week. If you go to the Wax Twitter, which is wax_IO, follow them on Twitter. They also have a Discord, which they probably link here somewhere. Yep, there it is, go.wax.io/Discord. Every week they release a graphic and a blog post that tells you this week on Wax. And this links to NFTinsider.io. It shows you May 31st through June 6th. Here are all of the things that are launching, whether there are pack sales, individual NFT sales, auctions, or blends. Now, it's a pretty full schedule of stuff going on Wax, the king of Wax.
Nice. So this right here, if you look at these, look at all these things that are popping up here this week. I don't see where that graphic. Oh, there it is. Underneath the graphic, there's some pretty good detailed stuff.
It's all right here. All the links to all the things.
It is. There you go. Inside. So TW5, I guess that's up there. That's the week 5.
It's Travis Wright 5.
Travis Wright 5. Yeah. Well, there you go.
So we'll put this in the show notes for you guys as well. And note to producer Aaron, let's link up. Let's try and keep up on NFTinsider.io and their guides, so that we're kept up to date and we keep you guys up to date, so that Travis doesn't go, I wish there was a way that we can keep up to date.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see some of these awesome things that I missed. I don't see anything good popping up tomorrow. That's not saying that it's not good. I'm just saying nothing that smacks me upside the cranium.
Do you need a smack in your cranium?
I need a smack upside my cranium.
Sometimes you really do. There's
what's great is look at all these. They got all the Twitter links to all these different people. So here's a whole bunch of different. If you are into following the cryptos and the NFTs, look at all these amazing people that we need to just start following. So many good ones.
Thanks for listening and or watching, or if you didn't watch or listen, thanks for that too. You don't know who you are. We know who you are though. And maybe next time you'll listen or watch. Of course, our live show takes place every Thursday at 5:00 Eastern Daylight Time on nifty.show/YouTube or nifty.show/theta. And we've got some great guests coming up for you this week. As always, we encourage you to join us live. Sometimes we give away free NFTs for those who are live. If you listen to the replay, you're going to have a hard time getting them, because by the time you listen to the recording, guess what? They'll be gone. Because NFTs are about digital scarcity.
That is true. Just like this episode, number 62. We're getting so many of them, they're not as scarce anymore. But you have stumbled on to number 62, and we thank you for tuning in and doing all the things. Please subscribe if you have not. Please leave a review if you have not. And please keep it nifty.
Oh, you did it right.
Yeah. I'm so proud of this.